Hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to Danganronpa V3, Killing Harmony. In the last episode, Kaede was alerted to a fight going on in the dining hall. Shuichi has gone to get the cameras and the sensor from Mew, and Kaede and Angie have made their way over to the dining hall. Now then, let's see what's happening.
Hey.
What's going on here? Oh, Kaede. Perfect timing. I really don't know what to do, Kaede. Ryoma started talking crazy. All I was doing was making a suggestion. So that more people can survive, even if it's just one more. Okay. So that more people can survive? Ryoma, what do you mean by that?
Don't you get it?
Don't you get it? If time runs out like this, we'll all get annihilated, you know. The only way to avoid that is to play along with this killing game.
Huh?
What? Now hold on a minute.
Kill me.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that I think he's wrong. I don't think he's right, but I also don't think he's wrong there. Here's the thing. Kaede is so determined to get everyone out that she's not seeing the writing on the wall, and the writing on the wall is that there will be death. No matter what, there will be death. And saying, no, there won't, la 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 la, I stick my fingers in my ears, and I cover my eyes, and we don't question why I have 4 hands, but I do not see that, I do not hear that, there will be no death. That doesn't mean, that doesn't prevent death from happening. And At least, here's the thing, it'd be one thing if Ryoma was saying we have to draw straws to figure out who's gonna die. That, like, no! Don't suggest that, but he's offering himself up. He's offering himself up, he's saying, listen, we are almost out of time. No one's doing anything that I can see. Obviously, we know that Shuichi and Kaede are doing something. However, to be very blunt... Oh, okay, let's say Shuichi's plan goes perfectly. You know the identity of the mastermind. And, like, what are you going to do then? Because they've gone into the room and they're setting all of the Monokumas up to come and kill everyone. So that, like, oh, we've got this evidence, we know who the mastermind is. Okay, and now they're safe in their little room and the Monokumas are going to appear any minute. Like, so everyone will die knowing who fucked them over. Is that it? Like, even in the plan that Shuichi has, they would still have to kill the mastermind. Except they can't because they're safe in their little room now. Like, what is the, like, okay, you're going to figure out who the mastermind is. What comes after that, though? And I don't think that Shuichi or Kaede have really thought about that. I don't think they've really thought about that. At least Ryoma is saying, like, okay, it's not what Monokuma wants, because Monokuma wants outright murder, but if I sacrifice myself, then the tide of Monokumas will be halted, and everyone gets to live for another day. And maybe you all can think of something, it will buy you time, but right now, no one is doing anything. Like, I'm inclined to agree with Ryoma's plan here. It's not a good plan. You know, he's gonna die. I don't want Ryoma to die, but at least it's something that would actually work compared to Shuichi and Kaede's plan of we're gonna get proof of who the mastermind is and then we're gonna get swarmed by Monokumas because we actually haven't thought of what comes afterwards.
Huh?
Ryoma, what are you saying?
Sheesh.
You don't get that either? I'm saying that I'll give you guys my life.
Aye.
Damn. Shit. I don't have a reason to live anymore.
Well,
So if the rest of you want to live, I'll hand my life over to you.
That's wrong.
No way! We promised we'd all get out of here together. I hoped it'd end that way. That's why I waited so long to bring this up. But we've just been waiting for the deadline without doing anything to change it.
in other words,
There's no more time left for idealism, don't you think? No, it's not idealism. I mean, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. You want everyone to get out, but you haven't actually thought about, what does finding out the mastermind's identity actually accomplish? What does finding out their identity actually do? Because they're safe in their little room pumping out Monokumas. It doesn't stop anything. Kaede said it herself. She's the type of person who brute forces things. That's how she learned to play piano. That's how she learns difficult compositions. She brute forces it. And she's trying to brute force her belief that everyone can get out together. But without a death, then you're never gonna get that chance. You can find out the mastermind's identity, that's great. But that knowledge does not save you. The only thing that will is a death. You can deny that as much as you like, but it's true.
however,
This is the best choice for this situation. Whoever murders me will get to leave without a trial. Everyone else survives the time limit. After that, the person who gets to escape can go for help and rescue everyone else. I doubt that. There has always been a class trial at the end of every chapter. I doubt they're gonna stop that. I don't know if the First Blood perk is real, if there is a loophole, if it's gonna be null and void, but they're not gonna skip the trial. And to be blunt, I can't see Monokuma allowing someone to graduate. I don't know, maybe he will, but you're making the assumption they'll get the opportunity to rescue everyone. Again, they really have they don't have the knowledge I have. I'm thinking back to past Danganronpa games. They don't have that same knowledge, so they just have to trust that he's telling the truth, but oof.
well,
How about it? If you've got a better idea, I'd love to hear it. What should I do? Maybe if I share Shuichi's plan with him, Ryoma will change his mind.
Actually.
Oh, flippin' heck. Ryoma, there's no need for that.
I'm going to end this game.
There's no need for that, because I'm going to end this game. How?
I've made my decision.
I've already decided.
Huh?
You're going to end this game?
Hey,
It's not about outfoxing everyone in this killing game. It's about ending the game itself. That's the real goal.
however...
Can you even accomplish such a feat? Feet pics. Callista, this is a serious moment! I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Every time he speaks, I'm just like, this is serious, this is serious. Okay, I'm calm. Can you even accomplish such a feat?
Well, yeah.
I wouldn't be saying this if I didn't think I could.
Then.
And how will you end it? You understand that the time limit expires tonight, yes? Sorry, can't tell you. Actually, if I could, I wouldn't be having so much trouble. What do you mean?
I'm going to end this game.
Just what I said. I'm going to end this game.
Get it?
Bloody hellfire! What? You scare the crap out of me. So don't any of you go and do anything unnecessary, alright?
What?
Unnecessary? Even Ryoma's like, shit, this guy is snapped.
You've still got a ways to go.
When you put it like that, it seems like I still have a ways to go.
Got it.
Alright, I got it. I take back my suggestion. Do what you want. Whether you guys live or die is up to you. After Ryoma said that, he left the dining hall.
That's a shame.
Geez, that Ryoma. I hope I helped calm him down a little. Anyway, Rentaro, were you serious when you said you knew a way to end this game?
Yeah.
Not sure.
Huh?
What?
How should I put this?
Well, even if I did have an idea, I couldn't tell you. Can't risk anyone interfering.
Prayer time.
Okie dokie. Then Angie will pray for your strategy's success, Rentaro.
You'll get punished.
Genuinely, I don't know who I find scarier, Angie or Rentaro, because Angie is so cute, but then she makes these faces. And I'm just like, I would not be surprised if you drained someone of all their blood in the middle of the night, and then we found you with a giant canvas and you're using the blood as paint. Just like, hi guys, Atua be praised. And you're just like swishing the blood around. Like, I could see that. I could see her doing that. But if you're lying, Atua says he will punish you for 3 generations to come, okay? Now that's a threat. Well, I'll do my best to live up to your expectations.
Actually.
I guess I have to do my best. Rentaro left, but what he said had really affected me.
But
Ending this game, is that even possible? I suspect he only said that to defuse the situation and stop Ryoma. I mean, ending this game. You don't know that. Maybe Rantaro's hidden talent is actually a huge explosion. In the end, only Atua knows. Rantaro's hidden talent? I want to know what it is, but we don't have much time left. I can't worry about that now. I need to do something. I don't have time to worry about things I don't understand. I just need to do what I can. Or else I won't be able to protect everyone. I should go meet up with Shuichi. It's the classroom by the stairs to the basement, right? It is. However, first, 1 second. 1 second. I know we've just experienced something tense. But I just need to back. And come on, let me have it. There we go. Okay, I'm satisfied. Let's go. That was a very interesting scene. I wonder about Ryoma. You know, when he said, "Oh, I've got nothing to live for," I'm like, what have you been through, buddy? What have you been through? Hey, Samugi. Also, what Rantaro was saying was interesting. Very interesting.
Shuichi.
Sorry I'm late, Shuichi.
No.
It's alright. I just got here too. How did it go? Didn't you finish the cameras?
That's...
She must have been working all night. She was even too tired to make fun of me. Anyway, here's the result. 2 cameras that will take a picture when the sensor detects movement.
Remember.
And this one will take a picture and trigger the receiver. Of course they're turned off right now, so they aren't taking any pictures. Since they're disposable cameras, we'll have to manually wind the film, right?
No.
Yeah, Mew thought of that. She told me that the cameras will wind automatically.
I see.
So once they're set up, they'll take pictures every time the sensor is triggered.
Okay.
She also modified them so that they'll be completely silent to not attract attention.
I see.
They're completely silent. This is perfect.
Well,
It needs to be. These are absolutely essential to our plan. And do these cameras have flashes?
that's...
Yeah, they still have flashes on them, but I switched them off. They shouldn't be a problem.
But...
But we need to make sure they don't get turned on by accident and alert the mastermind.
That's right.
Yeah, I'll be careful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm impressed though. Mew modified them to our specifications.
then...
Alright, I'll tell you a little bit about this classroom before we set up in the library.
Huh?
Huh? Tell me about this classroom.
Is that alright?
Yes, I think this is the perfect place to keep watch after we set up the cameras. That's fine, but why this classroom?
That's true.
Because we can see anyone who goes down to the basement, with the door open a little.
Look, you can see the staircase, right?
Oh yeah, you're right. We can keep a lookout for anyone who goes down to the basement.
Hey!
There's one more reason I chose this specific classroom. One more reason? Okay, well, first things first. I'm sorry, Shuichi, I have to back. I have to back. I need the mono coins. Come on. Take it out. Take it out. There we go. And you. Okay, that's good enough. Oh. Oh, meanie. Oh no, that. Also, hello. Hello there. There are hidden messages on the blackboards. Oh. Now I'm just thinking, have there been other hidden messages? I'm gonna need to check that. I'm gonna need to check that. Is this a vent?
That's...
It's connected to the library in the basement. You'll recognize the smell immediately. The smell? After Shuichi told me that, I leaned in closer to the vent. Oh, it smells like musty old books. Does this lead to the library? He literally just said it's connected to the library.
well...
It's probably a vent to control the humidity in the library.
Remember,
Remember the duct we noticed in the basement hallway? It leads here.
I see.
But a vent in a classroom? That's an odd design choice for a school. Then again, everything about this school is odd. This vent is the other reason I chose this specific classroom to keep watch. This vent is just big enough for someone to be able to fit, so we should watch this carefully too. Are we playing Five Nights at Freddy's here? What do you mean there are going to be people in the vents? I don't think I could fit... Let's try that again. I don't think I could fit through here. Well, maybe I could, but it'd be tough.
Yeah.
Well, I guess this is the perfect spot to keep a lookout.
then...
Anyway, it's time. We should set up the cameras now. It's finally time to set our plan in motion. I'm getting nervous. My heart is racing. Aye. And down we go. So where did you want to place the cameras?
You're right.
Let's aim the one linked to the receiver at the moving bookcase. If we place the security sensor on the bookcase itself, then when it opens, the receiver will let us know.
Mm-hmm.
And if we place the camera to face the moving bookcase,
Okay.
yes, the camera should capture the exact moment the mastermind moves the bookcase. Then where are we putting the other two sensors?
Remember,
Well, there are two entrances to the library. The front entrance near the stairs and the rear entrance to the hallway. Let's aim one at each entrance. That way we'll have pictures of everyone who enters the library.
Huh?
But how about over there? Didn't you say a person could fit through the vent that connects to the classroom?
Hey,
Wait, should we make sure a person could actually fit through it?
that's...
I think it'll be fine since we'll be keeping watch in the classroom. But we should investigate it a little more, just in case. But we can't reach that high. We need something to stand on. Well, there's a ladder right there. Oh, I can probably use this ladder. I positioned the ladder below the vent and climbed up.
whoa. Now that I'm up here, this is pretty high. It's kind of scary.
Do you want to switch?
Nah, I'm fine. By the way, can you see my, delicates?
Sorry.
Sorry, huh? So you did see them.
That was a really weird interaction. Well, whatever. He can't unsee them. Anyway, this is the vent. There's a grate covering the vent, so I don't think anyone can go through. Can I take the grate off?
There we go. Oh, the grate came off pretty easily.
Did you break something, Kaede?
No, I didn't break it.
I saw the look on his face. He probably thinks I'm a klutz. The writing here is really weird. I've said this before, like, some of the writing choices have been really odd. And, like, this is the most obvious one. I'm like, what? I pushed the grate into the duct. Then I lifted my body and looked inside.
So how's it look? Could a person fit in there?
It would be pretty difficult, but you might be able to crawl through. I can't really get to the vent with all these books in the way, though.
Well, we'll be able to see the entrance to the vent in the classroom. So that should be okay, right?
Just in case, I'll stack more books around the vent so no one can get through.
Or you could just close the grate. With that, I began to arrange the books around the vent. Why not just close the grate? After I finished stacking the books, I climbed down the ladder.
Are you okay?
Kaede, what's wrong?
Yeah,
This will work. This will definitely work.
Huh?
got it?
I think this plan might actually protect everyone. Yeah, it definitely will. This plan is perfectly composed, like Chopin's ballads.
You know?
Well, that explains why she didn't close the vent. I need a sip. I need a sip. that line clarifies a lot. That line clarifies... It doesn't just clarify a lot, it clarifies everything. I'm having a moment. And I'm running out of Diet Pepsi, and that is not a good sign. Ooh. If you aren't familiar with what a Rube Goldberg machine is, if you are a British child in the 90s, and you were a big fan of board games, you might remember the game Mousetrap. Now, that whole game was one giant Rube Goldberg machine. Basically, I had that game when I was a kid, but we never played it much because my dad hated it. He couldn't understand the purpose of the game, so he was always like, hey, let's play Monopoly or checkers, you know, something like that. So I never got to play Mousetrap too much. Basically, the whole point of the game was that you were trying to catch mice, and you had to build up a Rube Goldberg machine. So, let's say that a boot falls on a plank, which flips, which flips a spatula. The spatula goes flying. It flies into some dominoes. The dominoes, you know, ching, 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 like one into the other. The final domino lands on a switch, which closes a pair of scissors, which cuts the rope, which sends the bucket landing on the mice. That is a Rube Goldberg machine. One of the major components of a Rube Goldberg machine tends to be something like a ball bearing, something that rolls. Now, obviously, if you were building something bigger, you'd have to use a bigger round object. Something like, I don't know, for, you know, a random example, something like a shot put ball. And don't think I didn't notice that Kaede put a shot put ball in her bag. Now you can say, when did that happen? When did that happen? We were told. We were told it happened. Kaede, when they were in the warehouse, she went and looked at some shot put balls, and she picked one up, and she never put it down. And the final line from that whole scene was, I put everything in my hands in my bag. I thought that was weird. I thought that was weird because Danganronpa has always been very honest in its use of language. It's not, how do I put this? It's honest, but it doesn't point it out. A very good example would be Mondo's use of gendered language. In the first game, for the first chapter, he always referred to Chihiro by, like, you know, chick or girl, you know, something to that effect. But then in the second chapter, after Chihiro died, Mondo's suddenly like, oh, I can't believe that dude is dead. Oh my god. It doesn't point it out, but if you're paying attention, then, oh, wait a minute. Mondo's suddenly gone from calling Chihiro chick to dude. What is that about? Danganronpa's use of language has always been very honest, so the fact that, you know, oh, I put everything in my hands in my bag, that, it dinged me. It dinged my brain. I was like, what? Because they were talking about the cameras and the sensors. The cameras and the sensors. Why not say, I put the 3 cameras and the sensor into my bag? Why not just say that? But instead, they went out of their way to say, I put everything in my hands in my bag, or I put everything I was holding in my bag, and Kaede never put down the shot put. And what have we just seen now? What have we just seen now? Because that was such a weird thing to say. Like, oh, do you see my delicates? Have you seen my bits? Like, anyone, like, if someone said that to you, if you were looking up at someone on a ladder and they said, oh, can you see my delicates? Can you see my bits? What would you do? You'd be, oh, shit, sorry. And you'd look at your feet. anyone, especially a teenage boy, would look at their feet. So she's nicked a shot put. She's prevented Shuichi from looking at what she was doing. She's opened the grate. She didn't close it again. All the clues we have, everything we have seen, points to one... It all points in one direction. The only clue that doesn't match up is Rantaro. His plan. I was told that apparently V3 has a lot of red herrings. I was told that. But here's the thing. If this line was anywhere else, I would discard it. I would discard this line as like, oh, this is just a quirky thing about Kaede's personality. If this was in Free Time, this would just be something quirky about Kaede, but this is not Free Time. This is not Free Time. This is the build-up to the murder. This is when the game is putting forth all of the clues that will allow the player to decipher what has happened. And like I said, all of the clues, barring Rantaro and like, oh, I'm gonna end the game, like, that's the only clue that doesn't mesh with the other clues. All of the clues are pointing to Kaede doing something rather fucked up. That's where all of the clues are pointing. If it was all the clues were pointing to Rantaro doing something fucked up, and then this line, okay, that's clearly a red herring. But no, it's all the clues pointing to Kaede. And Rantaro's apparently doing something. I said something really stupid in the first episode. I said something real fucking stupid in the first episode. I said the reason why everyone was so hush-hush about who you play as in the game is because it's a female protagonist. It's not. It's not that at all. It's because the game would never let you play as the Blackened. I actually really like complicated contraptions, like Rube Goldberg machines and stuff. So I'm positive this will work. This setup is perfect. Perfect for what, Kaede? Perfect for what? You really think so? Shuichi has no idea what she's fucking going on about. He's like, good for you. What? Kaede. Kaede.
Of course.
Of course. We'll definitely catch the mastermind and then we'll all escape. What was it she said? Oh, I need to protect everyone. I need to protect everyone. And she's doing whatever it takes to protect everyone.
Oh, right.
So let's hurry and set up the cameras.
Then?
Yes, so I think it would be a good idea to set up the cameras between books so that... Oh, hold on. I had an idea while I was on top of the bookcase. What if we placed a camera up there? I'm sure the mastermind wouldn't notice it.
But
with all the books stacked on top, I don't know if there's room for the camera.
You know?
Then I'll test it out while you prepare the sensor on the bookcase. I'll organize the books on top of the bookcase and see if I can make room for a camera.
Right?
That way we won't waste any time, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Oh, right.
All right, then let's do it. I climbed up the ladder and looked at the top of the bookcase. There are way more books here than I expected. The top of the bookcase is covered end to end with cluttered stacks of books.
Oh, right.
This is nothing. I moved the ladder, I organized the books, bit by bit. Jeez, there are too many books. It might be too hard to set up a camera here.
I knew it.
I thought so.
No.
Wait, I just gotta try a little harder.
Hey,
Kaede, I know you don't like to admit defeat, but really it's alright. I continued moving the ladder as I kept reorganizing the books. Jeez, these books are so heavy. What is this, an encyclopedia? I flipped open the book.
wait!
Kaede, is this really the time to be reading a book? Sorry, I get distracted easily when I'm organizing things. After I made that excuse. Why are you making excuses, Kaede? Why are you making excuses? People who are genuinely doing things don't need excuses. After I made that excuse, I rushed to reorganize the heavy books, but... Looks like there are too many books after all. You can't really make space, can you?
Aww.
It'd be easier if I could make them around. It'd be easier if I could move them around. Oh, move them to the ground. Sorry. I'm having my brain is having a moment. My brain is just like, I don't want to read anymore. I don't want to do that. It would be easier if I could move them to the ground, but that would look suspicious.
You're right.
Yeah, we have to minimize any risks of the mastermind noticing the cameras. Then I guess it'd be better to put the camera between the books, like you suggested.
Right?
Yeah. You look oddly happy. No, I don't. If we put them on top of the bookcase, the angle wouldn't quite reach.
Aww.
And here I thought it'd be a good idea. Kaede.
Is that alright?
So, about the places to put the cameras. We decided to place the security sensor on top of the moving bookcase. And the camera linked to it will be set up right here. That way, it will capture the moment the mastermind moves the bookcase.
I see.
We're gonna place the other two cameras near the exit and entrance, right?
I suppose so.
I think here, and this bookcase is good. They would have to pass by here no matter which door they used.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. Then I'll set up the camera that's connected to the security sensor. I'll set it carefully so the camera has a clear shot when the mastermind moves the bookcase.
Then...
Let me take care of the security sensor on top of the bookcase. And we'll set the cameras near each door.
Hey!
Oh, I almost forgot. I brought duct tape from the warehouse. You can use this.
Yeah.
Thanks. Look where Kaede is, and then look up. Right to the top. Organized books, a suspiciously open one. Organized books, Why would you need to make an excuse, Kaede? If you were genuinely distracted by opening a book, which you never closed, I would suspect it was that one. If you genuinely did that, why would you need to make an excuse, Kaede? With that, we got to work. I meticulously placed the cameras in the gaps of the bookshelves.
We need to set up the camera carefully so that it's aimed at the moving bookcase.
I better use a lot of duct tape so the camera won't fall out of position. These cameras are important, so I gotta do it right.
Yeah.
Alright, that should do it.
Okay.
I'm finished too. Now, no matter which entrance they use, the mastermind will be caught on camera. And if they move the bookcase in front of the hidden door, our sensor will detect that. And signal this receiver. And at that moment, the camera attached to the sensor will snap the critical picture. Yeah, this should do it. No doubt about it. This plan will probably work. No, not just probably. It will definitely work.
Then...
Alright then, the final step. Turn the sensors on.
I see.
Oh right, we should turn them on before we leave.
Alright.
There's a 10-second delay as it starts up, so we have to leave quick.
Yeah.
Got it. It'd be a waste of film if it took our pictures. I didn't get such a good look at the book she had organized. But again, I'm thinking back to Rube Goldberg machines. The shot goes down the ramp. Kaede. After setting our trap and powering on the cameras attached to the sensor, we quickly exited the library. Now we wait for the mastermind to show themselves.
Okay.
There's still some time left. Do you want to go see anybody?
No.
No, I'd rather focus on the plan. Besides, I'm sure everyone else is safe. Plus, once we get out of here, I'll have all the time in the world to see them. I doubt it.
You're right.
That's true. Well, let's go to the classroom. And I am gonna bring this episode to a close right here. I think in the next episode we're going to see a murder. I think we're going to see a very Rube Goldberg machine inspired murder. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is one giant red herring and the writers have just decided not to give any clues for this chapter, which would be really weird and very bad writing, but maybe they decided to do that. I don't know. Either way, we'll see in the next episode. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.